Okay. Well, I'm back to webcam right now. um, yeah, let's just get right into it. So this will be a tier list of the 151 Pokemon. I'm just bored. I wanted to do something today. Haven't live streamed in a while. Want to do something a little different. Instead of just playing games, we're gonna do a tier list. So I'm very much excited. I hope anyone that pops in, you know, is as excited as me. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty chill stream. So, what's good, Building Elk? How's it going? Does everything sound good on your end? I just want to make sure everything sounds well before I actually start this. So, it all sounds pretty clean, my dude. Okay, good. All right, I guess we could start now. Um, okay, so the tiers are S, A, B, C, D, and F. So S is, the best designs, uh, like the best of the best designs, and just, how I think they look and possibly like nostalgia or like, just what I remember from these Pokemon, will factor in uh why they're in each tier. But S is like best of the best. A, it's awesome. It's almost at S, but it's missing something. B, it's great, but not super cool. C is like, I know it's not in the middle, but I think C is like middle, you know? D is like borderline like trash, and then F is why are you even a Pokemon? So yeah, that's how we're gonna do the tiers, are ranking these Pokemon. All right, so let's start with the starters. All right, Bulbasaur, my boy. He's my favorite. He's my favorite starter. So we just gotta put him in S tier. Like, like he's the beautiful cabbage. Like I love Bulbasaur. Like when I was a kid, I would always go for the fire type starters. Like Charmander, Tepig, um, like Chimchar, all that. Um, but like lately, in like the past couple years, like I've had like so much appreciation for Bulbasaur. I just think he's adorable. Yeah, I just think he's adorable. I think he's a great like Pokemon. Like honestly, like I would not change anything in his design. So S tier. Ivysaur. Ivysaur. He's just bigger Bulbasaur, but with a flower. Yeah, a rosebud on his back. I think I'll say it's a really great design. I love green. It's my favorite color. I think the green on it with like I think that's teal. It's like a dark green with like hints of like blue in there. I think it looks good. Um Bulbasaur is like really good, but I think Ivysaur out of the Bulbasaur line, I think Ivysaur is like right there, but Bulbasaur I have more nostalgia for, and I just prefer like the smaller designs of Pokemon personally. There's some good designs that are like, like the fully evolved, but I really like Bulbasaur. Ivysaur is like almost there, so I'm gonna have to give it an A. And then Venusaur. I love Venusaur. It's just a little too ugly, you know? Um, where should I put him? I feel like I feel like it goes down for the Bulbasaur line instead of like getting better. Because I think it's Bulbasaur S, Ivysaur A, and then Venusaur B, or maybe low A, but maybe B for now. Then later on, I'll think about it and see if anything is different with my opinions later on. Um, Charmander. I really love Charmander, but I think it's a pretty basic design compared to all the other like starters and all the other uh Pokemon in this generation specifically. Well, actually, I think a lot of these Pokemon are pretty basic looking. It makes sense. It's Generation 1, you know. They're supposed to be more based off like actual animals with like an element or like with just a slight like change in their design because they're basically just animals at the end of the day. Like a lot of these that I can see, like a lot of these are just are just animals with like a different shade of color basically. Charmander would be the opposite of Bulbasaur. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Like, I feel like out of the three starters, Bulbasaur has like most like the most design out of the three. But I feel like Charmander has that nostalgia and has like that, you know, like it's a fire salamander. Like, who wouldn't like that, you know? So I'm gonna have to. Mm, Now that I look at it, we live in a society. How you doing, Oathkeeper? Anthony, how you doing? um, I think Charmander has gotta be like maybe like B. It's gotta be B. The only thing that's going for it is the Fire Tail. I like it though. Like I would always pick Charmander or Bulbasaur, and then Squirtle will be like a maybe if I want to like switch it up. But I feel like Charmander is just too simple, you know. Charmeleon, personally, I do not like Charmeleon that much. I don't get a lot of people's appeal um for Charmeleon. Um, it's just a bigger Charmander, both a spike. I do like the color though. It's like a red. It's more of a red, like a red orange color instead of like a orange. Um, I don't know. It just seems pretty simple. It's a simple change. It's almost a Charizard, but with no wings. Pretty good just chilling and go for Jigglypuff top. Jigglypuff is trash. No, no, no. Okay, okay. We're gonna wait. 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 Okay. Charmander or Charmeleon. It's like either a B or C. Uh B or C. I don't know. It's a pretty simple design, but I have to look through like all the others to see if I like them more. You know what? I'm gonna put Charmeleon in a B just because like I'm remembering all the other Kanto Pokemon and looking at these pictures of the other original 151. Um I think I think it's better than most designs out of this list. Uh B but above Charmander. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. It's not as good as Venusaur's design. Like I know like people hate on Venusaur, but I do like the flower. I don't like how ugly it looks, especially in like this new generation in Scarlet and Violet. Like they updated the model of it and it has like its mouth closed, I think, and it looks so ugly, but it's supposed to be a reference to like the original way it looked in Generation 1 in like the art, but I don't like it personally. I do like the Venusaur line or Bulbasaur line, but it's a solid B. Charmeleon is like right there. It just changes like just changes a little bit from Charmander. And then Charizard, bro. I feel like Charizard is so overrated, but I still like it. You know, it's like the secondary like mascot of Pokemon. Um, Personally, I prefer Charizard X over original Charizard or Gigantamax Charizard. Gigantamax Charizard is like in the middle. Charizard's like low, and then Charizard X is right there. Then we don't talk about Charizard Y because Charizard Y is trash. Um, but Charizard. I'm gonna go with A because it's a dragon, even though it's fire flying. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it above like an A. You want to put it in S tier, Building Elk? I don't know. I don't think it's on the same tier as Cabbage. You know, like Charizard is a cool design, but I just don't like its little hands. You know, like if it was like a bit more beefy, maybe, and if I had the dragon type, then it would work more. Squirtle, Squirtle. Squirtle. I'm trying to let me look at all these others. I mean, comparing to Squirtle, there are other better designs. Nah, keep the tiny hands, T-Rex boy. Well, Charizard is my favorite, so that's just my opinion. No, no, no. I get that. Like, you know, like you're entitled to your opinion. Um, it's just personally like from everything that's happened with Charizard recently, I'm kind of bored of Charizard. Um, well, I'm bored of Kanto, you know, now because they keep on bringing Kanto into everything. I get it. It's the original 151 Pokemon. Like you have to bring it back some way, shape, or form. But I feel like it's overplayed, and it makes like the starters or like the Pokemon in that generation like even more boring every single time you bring them up. So they keep on like getting lower and lower on my list of like favorite like Pokemon and or gens specifically. But anyways, uh Squirtle, it's just a blue turtle. I like the little squirrel tail. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to like look at like the other Pokemon. I'm just rating it solely on based on the OG games and the animated show. Yeah, like yeah. Hmm. I do like Squirtle from the anime, the Squirtle Squad. Like if it was Squirtle Squad Squirtle, imagine say that 5 times fast. Squirtle Squad Squirtle, Squirtle Squad Squirtle, Squirtle Squad Squirtle, Squirtle Squad Squirtle. Ugh. I did it. um, but for original Squirtle, like if it was Squirtle Squad Squirtle, S tier. But this is like Squirtle Squirtle. Out of the three, I think it's just C. I think it's C. But War Turtle is definitely like a B tier Pokemon. Definitely. Like it's like I really like it's just a bigger Squirtle but with like feathers and like it's supposed to be like based off the Japanese like is it Japanese, I believe? That myth about the turtle with you know with like with flowing tail. I like that myth. It's really cool and I love how they implemented it into a starter Pokemon. I think that's really cool. Blastoise. It's a turtle with turrets. I think it's really cool. It's a tank turtle. It's pretty simple. I wish it had the water steel type instead of just pure water. That's my only gripe with it. But every time I see it in the anime or in art, it always looks really cool. Like especially like when it like when it's in a pose and it's like getting ready to like shoot one of its cannons. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Would that be good? I think A tier, but put it right here. Charizard in high A, Ivysaur right after, and then Bulbasaur, Blastoise in like right next to him. Just wait until me and Bill do a Risk of Rain 2 design tier list. Bro, you should do that. I would watch that. Caterpie. I like Caterpie's design. It's not. I don't really like bug types that much. I mean, personally, I am afraid of bugs. I hate bugs. Ugh. But Pokemon bugs are okay. Um, I do like the design of Caterpie because it's literally like based off an actual caterpillar. Like, if you search up Caterpie like bug in real life, it's the exact same thing, and I just love how they just copy and pasted like an actual caterpillar that it doesn't look real when you look at the pictures. Um, but it's a really like unique design. I think Caterpie is like one of the better bug types, honestly. I think, but I'm not gonna go overboard. I think it's a solid C. Yeah, I think it's very solid. It's simplistic. Now for Metapod, one of the gods of Pokemon, bro, we gotta put him in S tier for that one episode. Metapod, Harden, go Metapod, Harden, bro. That is the hardest episode in Pokemon. You can't tell me otherwise, bro. Nah, he is simple. He is cocoon. Look at that eye. He will one shot you with Harden. Now for Butterfree, I like the design of Butterfree. I like the gender differences because if it's male, I believe it has like darker colors on or like a more black color on the wings, and then females have like another color. I believe for I believe this is the male. Is it male? I don't know. But I just like how there's a gender difference. Wings so fragile, they burn so easily. Fire types go burr. Um, but Butterfree is just a butterfly. Like again, like this gen is a very basic group of Pokemon because it's the original 151. Like all the designs are pretty simplistic. They didn't really like go overboard with the designs, but they didn't like overstep the boundary. Um, like maybe a few in this gen like are like a bit over designed, but maybe like a handful. But a lot of them are just, oh, I'm this with a spike, or I'm this animal with a different shade of color, you know? But Butterfree is just a butterfly. But do I like it more than Squirtle? No. I'm gonna put Butterfree like right in between Squirtle and Caterpie. Now for Weedle, I think Weedle is such a basic design. I do not like how it has a cone head, the clown nose. It's cute, but I just never cared for it. I never really cared about Weedle. Um, Solid D tier Pokemon. Kakuna, I do like the sprite art in the original 151 or original games, and I do like the is it Sugimori art where like I didn't know this that if you notice very closely, like it kind of looks like it has like like a tie, but in the art of it, those things are spikes that it sticks out and attacks with. Obviously, it doesn't do that in the games or even in the anime, but that art really bumps it up for me. So I'm gonna put it B. I think it's not as cool as the other three in C, but I like it better than Weedle. So I think it's C. Now Beedrill, I think Beedrill is a solid B. Ha ha. Joke. It's a solid B because it is a B. Honestly, yeah, yeah. It's just a B with spikes. Um, like what's more deadly than that? You know, like it's a big B with spikes. That's yeah. Pidgey, it's just a bird. It is literally just a bird. But I do like the shade of brown on it and like the almost like is that like a beige color? Bird up. Bird up indeed. I think it's a D tier for me. I think it's higher than Weedle, but not lower than Weedle, you know? Pidgeotto, I really like Pidgeotto's design and Pidgeot design. Um, Pidgeot is just a bigger Pidgeotto, but Pidgeotto, I like the hair on it or like the feathers that are just fully red. I just like how that looks. I personally prefer Pidgeotto over Pidgeot, but Mega Pidgeot is just Super Saiyan, and I love that. If it, oh, we can definitely do a Mega Evolution tier list. Oh, that'll be a dope live stream. Nah, next live stream is definitely Mega Evolutions because Mega Pidgeot is S tier design. It's a simple design. It's just a bigger bird with like blue and Super Saiyan hair, and it works. You know. But Pidgeotto, I like Pidgeotto more than Pidgeot, even though Pidgeot is the final evolution and it has to be stronger. I just like the design more. Like if the designs were flipped, that would be amazing. But Pidgeotto, it's like a solid B. No, you know what? Actually, both of them, both Pidgeot and Pidgeotto can be B, but I'm gonna put. Hmm, I'm gonna put Pidgeotto here. I'm gonna switch this up actually. War Turtle here. Beedrill right next to Pidgeotto, and then Pidgeot. I think low B. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. Venusaur here, Squirtle, War Turtle, Pidgeotto, Beedrill, Charmeleon, Charmander, and then Pidgeot. Ugh, that was a lot of names. Rattata, I hate rats, F tier. Raticate, F tier. I hate rats. This is a shitty design. I hate it. Spearow, Spearow is a better Pidgey. It's more aggressive, but it's still a bird. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Fearow, I don't like the neck, F tier. Ekans, it's snake backwards, so but it's still a snake. Hmm. I think it's high D. Oh shit, a rat begins to dance. Yeah. Arbok. I like Arbok because of the anime. Ah man, I wish they kept this subtle design change because in the original sprite art, the design on Arbok's like neck or whatever, it changed based off what region it was from, which is like really cool. Because you know like cobras or snakes have like a design to like ward off enemies or whatever. I think that's really cool. I wish they implemented that, but they never did. But I do like purple. I think it's better than all these designs personally. I personally like Arbok a little more than Squirtle. I think Squirtle's cute, but I think a big purple snake with a really cool like design on it is like really cool. Pikachu. Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon. Nintendo Ninjas, do not sue me, please. I like Pokemon, okay? But Pokemon or Pikachu is hmm it's cute. I did use it in Super Smash Bros. It is powerful. I will lie. I'm not gonna lie. Um, shoot, it's gotta be A tier, but like low A tier. It's cute. I changed my mind. I was gonna say like B tier, but A tier is definitely where it's at. It's not S, but it's a solid design for a mascot, you know? Like if you want to have like something that stands out and also like everyone knows, like even if you don't know Pokemon, you know who Pikachu is, you know? Raichu, it's just a chubby Pikachu before chubby Pikachu went on strike and became skinny. Um Raichu, hmm, I'm gonna put it in low B, but like right next to Pidgeot. Sandshrew. Why is Charizard? Hi Kage, how you doing? All right. The reason that Charizard is in A tier is because it's my opinion, and also uh Charizard is so overrated, but it is still an A tier, so it is a cool design. It's just overplayed, you know. Like there's just so much going on with Charizard like nowadays that it doesn't hype me up as much. But like think about this. All right. Tell me. Mega Char Listen, we're gonna do a mega tier list. And Mega Charizard X is S tier, I promise you, but not Charizard, okay? But Mega Charizard X, S tier. Mega Charizard Y, Garbaggio. He's not even on the list. Yamcha was on the list. Yo, if you get that, you get that. Um Sandshrew, Sandshrew is really cute. It rolls into a ball. Shiny Mega Rayquaza is better. Also be S tier for that one. Oh, definitely. Especially in that movie. Yo, Shiny Rayquaza is so good. And then Mega Rayquaza, awesome. Awesome, bro. It's awesome, bro. But yeah, Sandshrew. Never really cared about Sandshrew. Mmm, but it's cute. C tier. Sandshrew though, it's a solid B. Put it right here. Plus, it rolls up and it turns into like a spiky ball. I think it's really cool. Nidoran female. Enough said. Nidorina D tier. Nidoqueen. Oh, sorry, Sandslash. Sorry. I'm always confusing some Pokemon. Sandshrew, Sandslash. So yeah, Sandshrew C tier, Sandslash is B tier. Uh Nidoqueen, I don't like the breast on it. Like, why? I think it's in D tier. Nidoran male, it's a solid C tier. Nidorino, I think it's a solid B tier. And then Nidoqueen or Nidoking, put it in A tier. Nidoking would be better, but I found out recently that it's like 4 foot tall. Like I always thought Nidoking is like a massive like chunk of just beefiness. Like imagine like seeing like a Nidoking like down an alleyway, but then you realize it's only 4 foot tall. Like you're gonna laugh a little bit. You're gonna chuckle, you know? Clefairy, right? Clefairy? Yeah, Clefairy. Um Fun fact, if you didn't know this, Ash was gonna have a Clefairy, not a Pikachu. So, fun fact. But they changed it. I believe they changed it last minute because they thought Pikachu would be a better suitable Pokemon for him instead of a Clefairy. But in the manga, I believe he has a Clefairy. Like in the first issue, like he has a Clefairy like on the cover page or whatever. I think that's really cool. But Clefairy is still D tier. Clefable, it's just a worse Clefable, or it's just a worse Clefairy. Uh, if I have to look at all these designs, I think it's a D tier, but lower than Clefairy. Like they didn't need to like evolve Clefairy. I think it was good as is. And then they didn't really need to have a baby either. They didn't have a they didn't need to make Cleffa, you know? But that's for another time. Vulpix. It's a Firefox, like the web browser. Uh I think it's cute. It's a solid C tier for me. Put it right here. Ninetales is beautiful, majestic. I'm gonna go A tier for Ninetales. Jigglypuff is straight in the garbage. Spike 'em, you know. If it starts singing, kick it. Oh, by the way, I'm making a video and Jigglypuff is gonna be in it, so just wait for that. And Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, and Wigglytuff. Uh, is it Smash Bros though? Yes. No. It's not Smash Bros. It's Pokemon related. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like whenever I upload it, because I still need to make the script for it. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be a long video, but the script is taking longer than what I expected. Um, but yeah, the whole Jigglypuff line. Why? Smash Bros is Pokemon related. I mean, I could make a Smash Bros like just play the Pokemon characters. I could, but maybe another time. That I'll put that on the list of ideas. um, I will fight you for that. Okay, I mean, we could probably make a video together, but we could talk about that later though. Zubats and Golbats. I hate these things, but they're not in F tier. Um, I do like the purple wings though. It's not a C tier though. I noticed a lot of these Pokemon are purple. They're purple green. They're like regular colors, I noticed. Um, I don't know. D, Golbat. Never really cared about Golbat, so F. Oddish. Oddish is adorable. Oddish is like A tier, I think. Gloom, D. Vileplume. I like Vileplume's design. Yo, Oddish does carry for real. Like, Oddish is adorable. Vileplume. I like Vileplume. It's cute, but it's not as cute as Oddish, but it's not as ugly as Gloom. You know what I mean? It's either like B or C for me. Um, you know what? I'm starting to like I'm starting to like Nidoran more. Or should I put it in high? I'll put it here. Yeah, I think high C for that. Yeah, I'm gonna switch stuff around. Um, Paris and Parasect. I do like the design about it. Crab people, crab people. Oh yeah, do the crab dance, everyone. Do the crab dance. Do 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 do. But Paris and Parasect, I will admit they're not my favorite designs, but I do like the design because of its lore. Because Paris is supposed to be based off a parasitic insect. Um, because the mushrooms are technically the Pokemon, or technically like it's supposed to be based off an actual plant that actually um like invades a host. So it's like a parasite, and then it controls the host. And that's why Parasect doesn't have pupils, because the whole mushroom controls it now, which is so dark. I don't know why it's not a ghost bug type instead of a grass bug, but I do like the lore. I just do not like how it looks. Um, But let me just say, in Legends Arceus, they're so hard. Like they're so aggressive in that game. Let me tell you. Like why is Parasect like attacking me like 24/7 in that game, you know? Um mm, but I think it's like a D tier for me. I think both are D. Big meaty claws, yes, but it's still D tier. Venonat is adorable. I do not like bug types, but for Pokemon they make bug types like huggable. You know what I mean? Um, I think Venonat is it's like oh, and I love its animation in the newer games because it jumps. I think it's really cute. And also I still think that theory about the Caterpie line and the Venonat line were swapped because wouldn't it make more sense that Caterpie evolves into Kakuna and then evolves into Venomoth, but then Venonat evolves into Butterfree? I think that makes more sense because look at it. Like the antennas are exactly the same, the shade of purple is pretty similar, the the mouth is very similar, the hands and feet look very similar, the eyes look similar. I feel like they swapped that like last minute. But Venomoth, it's D tier. I don't really care about this thing. It's not as atrocious as these guys down here, but I like how it's a moth. I like how it's poison. You know what? Never mind. It's F tier. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's hideous. Um, Diglett and Doug Trio. I have a lot of D tiers right now. Jeez, yo, the Gen Oneers are gonna come at me. Uh, Diglett is cute, but it doesn't excite me. And Doug Trio is the same way. It's just three Digletts. Meowth. Meowth annoyed me, but it's a cat, and I like cats. C. Persian is just a bigger cat. C. Psyduck. Psyduck is an adorable duck. It has headaches. It has problems. I like it. Now Golduck is C. I feel like if they evolved differently, I would like it more, but I feel like Golduck? Yeah, Golduck um messes it up for me. Now Mankey and Primate. Mankey I don't really care about Mankey. I have a lot of D tiers. Jeez. Primate. Primate, I really like Primate a lot more because of Scarlet and Violet because it can evolve again into Annihilate, and Annihilate is just basically dead Primate but with vengeance. And I like that lore behind it because it's based off the Pokedex entry about um how Primeape is so angry all the time that once it dies, like it looks peaceful when it's dead, which is so dark. Primeape just drank a lot of Prime. Exactly. He is an angry boy. He has anger issues. Uh I think Primeape is like right here for me. Growlithe and Arcanine. Fun fact, Arcanine was supposed to be a legendary. Or I I believe it was supposed to be a legendary. I'm not sure if that's true, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard, it was supposed to be a legendary Pokemon because one, in the Pokedex entry, it says it's a legendary Pokemon, and in the anime, one of the episodes shows like a mural or something about the legendary birds, so Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and then there was another slot, and it was Arcanine. So supposedly Arcanine was supposed to be a legendary, but they changed it last minute. I'm assuming a lot of these were like last minute changes. I'm pretty sure, but I really do like Arcanine. It's just big boy. You can ride him to battle. Imagine that. Imagine riding an Arcanine to battle, and like he just shoots a flamethrower. But I really do like dogs. I really like this dog line. Um, I think it's A tier for both. I think they're A tier designs. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath. I think they're all cute. Poliwrath is just a mistake. But then they kind of like fix that mistake with Politoed, but that's late. That's in another gen. Um, Poliwag is really cute, but I have to put it in C. I'll put it right here. Looks cute, has issues, interesting background. I think I know your Pokemon bias now. You see, I have a troubled past. No, I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking. um, Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl. It's cute. I like the little boxing gloves. Or are we talking about girl types? No comment. Um, I'm gonna put it in low C actually. I don't like it as much as Poliwag. And then Poliwrath, it's just a bigger Poliwhirl, but it it will beat you up, you know? Like Poliwhirl looks like that one guy that doesn't want to fight you, but can. But Poliwrath has anger issues and will fight you because you bumped into him. I'm gonna put it in D. Abra, bro, the Abra line. Personally, my favorite is Abra. I like how adorable it is. I feel like it shouldn't have evolved. Put it in A tier. I'm looking at this tier list and I'm like, why in S tier the only ones are Bulbasaur and Metapod. Building a building elk. He ate his Wheaties, yes. He ate his breakfast and he's ready to throw down. Um Kadabra. I do like Kadabra more than Alakazam, but it's weird. Cause on some days I'm like I like Alakazam more. But on other days I like Kadabra more because of its tail. They're pretty conflicting. I think they're both B tier, you know? I just don't like how they have spoons. I know that was like a whole thing like back in the 90s or whatever about like psychics having spoons and they can like bend them and stuff. I think that's an interesting like lore thing, but I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what's based off. I like how Abra looks like a little salamander thing that can teleport, you know, it's a little baby. But Kadabra and Alakazam are definitely like B tier for me. I don't know. I feel like this gen has a lot of like B's, C's, and D's, but barely any A's for me. Um, the the Machop line. They're just men. They're men. Um, Machop doesn't really do anything for me. Machop is like it's like C. It's like low C. Machoke is like low B, but then Machamp, Oathkeeper, Anthony, the Pillar Men. Yo, cue in the music. Oh wait, that's Pokemon. Fuck. uh, uh, the spoon thing is probably based off that thing magicians would do when. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Adonis has entered the chat. Basically, yeah. Um, I think it's high C. I'm just like thinking because I put it right next to Arbok. I'm just thinking about Machop or Machamp just strangling the shit out of this Cobra. But yeah, I think this line it's like okay, then it's like oh it's great, and then it goes down because of the arms. You know, Bellsprout. I kind of like the Bellsprout line because my girlfriend she showed me like a meme of Bellsprout, and it's like him walking through the tall grass and he's smoking weed. I think that's so funny because he's like smoking through the long grass, rolling my weed stash, and he gets caught by a trainer. He goes, "Oh fuck!" I think Bellsprout is hilarious. Um, but it's a C tier. It's a C tier. Weeping Bell is cursed, and then Victory Bell. I don't. Its scream is hilarious, but is it B tier or A tier? I don't know. I like the design of it though. I think Victory Bell is like A tier. I really like I really like the design, and I like the scream that it has in the anime. Um. Oh wait, guys. Give me a sec. I have to charge my computer. Be right back. Okay, I am back. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Uh, Tentacruel. Tentacruel is cool. Um, but or no, Tentacool and then Tentacruel. Mm, I think it's like a C. It's a C for me for both. Yeah, I think it's like a C. Trying to think. Where would I put this thing? The more and more I'm looking at it, it's has a better design than most of these Pokemon. But I'll put Vulpix higher. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Let's see. Geodude, he's just a rock. Graveler, he's just a bigger rock with hands. Golem, mm, go with high D tier. He's just a rock lizard thing. I don't know how that happened. Ponyta is adorable. Rapidash is awesome. But it doesn't. Hentai Demon be gone? What? Be. Oh. Oh. I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean? Tentacruel. Yeah. It's C tier. It's like it doesn't, it's okay. Ponyta is it's a cute little horse with fire on it. I think it's cool. Um, but is it too simple? So should I put it in D or C? I don't know. I'm looking at all the other designs in D, and I don't think it's meant for D. I'm gonna put it in C. I like it more than Tentacool, Bellsprout, Machop, this thing, that thing, Meowth, Persian. Mm, I think I like it more, like here, like right in between Vulpix and Tentacruel. Now Rapidash, I think Rapidash is cool. It's a unicorn. fire horse thing. I wish it was a Pegasus. I wish I had another evolution where like I had like flame wings. That'd be so cool. Slowpoke is so derpy, but he's best boy. Um, but he's not best boy as in like S tier, but like he's not trash like in F tier. He's not, he's not any of these. I think he's a solid B for me. I think I think both of them. I think Slowbro and Slowpoke are B. Honestly, I think I'll put him right here. And then Slowpoke like right here. Yeah, best boy goes into B. Magnemite and Magneton, they're just there's balls of electricity made out of metal with literal magnets on them. But I do like how like whenever they evolve, like two more just show up. I think it's like really clever because it's a magnet. Um, I do like the steel electric type. I like how it basically is metal. Put it right here. Then Magneton. I do like if you ever look at the Magneton like animations, like the magnets like they separate and then do an attack. I really do like that animation. I'm trying to think. Maybe do I like it more? Put it right here. Farfetch'd. I don't really care about Farfetch'd. Is D. Doduo, D. Dodrio is interesting, but put it in D. Seal is so basic. D. Dugong, I don't really care. I think it's an F. I think it's just a dugong. It's just a seal. Like Muck, mm, no. And oh, not Muck. Grimer, then Muck. I like Muck more, but it's D for me. Shelder and Shelder and what is his name? Cloyster. I do like Shelder and Cloyster. I really like how it has its tongue sticking out. I think it's cute. And it looks kind of mysterious. But is it better than like any of these? I think it's C, and then Cloyster. I think Cloyster is definitely like an high A tier. But my boy, Ghastly Line, Haunter, and Gengar, S tier. S tier designs. S tier designs. I'm sorry, S tier designs. I gotta scroll up. S tier designs. I have to put them all in S tier. Like this whole line is perfect. I would not change anything. I would not. I think they look cool, and I think Gengar is like right here. Bulba's right there. Metapod's like right at the low end, and then Haunter's like right here, bro. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Onyx, I like Onyx, but I prefer Steelix. I think Onyx is like a solid B. Drowsy, the little finger thing. I think that's really cool. I think that's like really like it's like a really like quirky thing that he does. Um, but it's kind of ugly. I'm gonna put it in low C. Hypno is an F because he he does things to kids. Krabby is just a crab. D tier, but Kingler is like a B. but like high B, you know? And yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. Voltorb and Electrode. They're just balls. D. But I don't get how balls can be better than these things. I don't know how. Like Pokemon, you did it. You made a circle better than a rat. I don't know how. I don't know how. Execute and Executor. I like the design. I like how they're supposed to look like eggs, but in reality, they're supposed to be like little seeds that transform into a palm tree. I think that's really clever. I really like how each egg or seed looks like, I just like how their faces look, and I just like how there's one just cracked. Um, I think that's a solid C right for me. Executor is so goofy. I really like it. I really like, but what I put in C? No, no, I'll put it in C. I just like how it has different faces and like each face has a different emotion, you know? I'll put it here. Cubone is adorable. It's depressed all the time, but I will hug it. I will hug it. It needs love. Um, put it right here. Marowak, however, I'll put it in B. I like the Cubone in A. You know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. But low A. Low A. Just because I'm thinking about Cubone and I'm always thinking about that one. Is it Pokemon Origins or Pokemon Generations where like you see the Cubone like running to its mother and it's like crying and like it's like acting like a baby. And I think it's like the cutest but also like depressing thing because its mom like literally died in front of it. Um but I always think about that. Like whenever I think of Cubone, like it's depressing backstory, like it it works. And I really like the skull on it. I like the little bone on it that's holding. Marowak has got to be B for me. Uh, what's Cubone look like under the skull? No one actually knows, but there are theories that Kangaskhan is the mother, or like basically like let me show you. Let me show you. Where's Kangaskhan? Kangaskhan is Kangaskhan. Oh, right here. Kangaskhan. You see how it has the baby? There's a theory that the baby um loses its mother, then becomes the Kangaskhan, so it takes the skull of the dead Kangaskhan, then it transforms into a Cubone, then the Cubone transforms into a Marowak. But that theory is kind of iffy because we always see a Marowak with a Cubone already, like right next to it. Like we always see like a Cubone mom with or a Marowak mom with a Cubone son or whatever, you know? You've never liked Cloyster? Bro, Cloyster's dope. I like the spike. I like the shell. I like the little evil ball in it. Like, it's really cool. And then when it shoots out icicle spheres, the top tier design. I like the design. And it vaguely looks like Ghastly. I think it's cool. And the water ice type is not that bad actually. Where were we? Oh, Marowak. Marowak is like right here. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I think Hitmonlee is like solid A tier, but I'll put it higher, like right here. And then Hitmonchan, I think it's a C. It's got to be a C. Lickitung, I never liked Lickitung. Hitmonchan is just Little Mac. Yeah, with a skirt. um, Lickitung, I really like Lickitung. It's like a little. It's supposed to be based off a salamander with a long tongue, but I don't really care about it. Like Lodi, coughing and wheezing. Coughing always looks out of it, but I kind of like it. But then wheezing just looks sad. But fun fact for you guys, did you know that coughing and wheezing um their names weren't coughing and wheezing? They were actually their original names were based off actual city names because they're based off pollution and gas. So I believe coughing and wheezing were called LA and NY for Los Angeles and New York. That's pretty dark. um so that's why I gotta give it a B. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Um do I like it more? No. I'm put them D. They don't really, they're okay. Rhydon and Rhyhorn. Is it Rhydon? Rhyhorn? Yeah, Rhydon is the baby, then Rhyhorn is the middle. Yeah. Uh I like them both. I really like them both. I like how they're like gray, like a steel looking type, even though like I believe they're rock ground. But I just like how simple they look, but it works. Because Rhydon, well, the whole line's based off rhinoceroses. Um, I think they're really cool. Mm, but personally, I like Rhydon more. I think Rhydon is like right here, and then Rhyhorn is like right next to it in B. Chansey, no one cares about Chansey. I mean, it's a good XP sponge. But I feel like it's not as bad as the things in F tier. Only because it helps with experience because it gives out so much experience. Tangela, I think Tangela's cute, and I think Tangela's like it's a really simple design. I just like how it looks, with the eyes in the middle and then like the vine sticking out. I think they could have done better with Rhyhorn. I do believe they could have done better with Rhyhorn. I feel like maybe like a bigger horn, different colors at least, you know. But fun fact, Rhyhorn I believe is one of the first Pokemon that they designed. Tangela, put it in B. Put it in B. Kangaskhan, I think it's okay. I think it's high D. Now, Horsey and Seadra. I think they're adorable. I just got a shiny not too long ago of a Horsey evolved into a Seadra. I think they look great. Um, I like how they're based off seahorses. I like how once it evolves, it becomes like more aggressive, and then once it becomes Kingdra, but that's later on in the next generation or in another generation. They evolve into a Kingdra, but I just like how it progressively gets spikier and more aggressive. That's like, I think that's like really different to what the actual in real life counterpart of a seahorse is. Um, but I think it's adorable. I think they're both like, you know what? I think Seadra's like A. Looking at all of them, I never thought about it, but its mouth kind of looks like a gun, and it does shoot out like ink and water. I think I kind of like it, but low A. And then Horsey, excuse me, Horsey is like B. Yeah, Goldeen, you gotta go. Seeking, D. Staryu and Starmie, they're just starfish. Never really cared about them. I did get a shiny in Sword and Shield. Is this Sword? Yeah, Sword and Shield. I got shiny. I got shiny Staryu and Starmie. I do like the shiny more, but it doesn't really help. I think they're just D. I do like in the anime, like they sound like Power Rangers. Like they go yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, Mr. Mime is cursed. You're top of F tier, bro. Scyther's cool. I think Scyther is like B, but like it's better than most of these in my opinion. I think it's like right here for me. Jinx is cursed, banned immediately. It's Patrick and Patrick squared. Bro, not Mr. Mime and F. Mr. Mime is trash, bro. Mr. Mime is cursed, man. Electabuzz is like I think it's high B. And then Magmar is low B. But he's funny? Nah, Mr. Mime is trash, bro. I don't think he's funny. I like how he sounds in the anime, but that's it. I just think it's weird that he's just a whole man, like chilling with Ash's mom, you know? Pinsir, I never cared about Pinsir. I think it's D tier. It's a D tier bug type. But it's definitely better than a lot of these, honestly. Um, I think it's like right here. No. Eh, I'll put it right here. Tauros, it's just a bowl with three tails, but it works in a way. It's weird. Um, I think I'm gonna put it in low C. No, put in D. Magikarp and Gyarados, they're so funny. I love how this thing just transforms into a massive behemoth. I know the lore. It's based off like this myth about a fish going up a waterfall and then evol or transforms into a dragon. I like the lore. I think it's a simple fish Pokemon, but it works. I like its gimmick that it can only learn like very weak moves like Splash and Tackle. Um, I like the colors of it. I like the yellow on it. Honestly, I think it's better than most things on like above D and C. I think it's low A. No, not low A. Low B. I think it's low B. And then Gyarados. Gyarados is like A. It's gotta be A, bro. It's gotta be A. Mega Gyarados gets one tap by Pikachu. For real, dude. For real. Well, no. Gyarados, base Gyarados is water flying. So Pikachu does 4 times damage. But when it Mega Evolves, it only does 2 times. So Gyarados as is just gets bodied by Pika. Um, I'm gonna put him right here. I'm putting him right here. Yeah. Um, yeah. Lapras is adorable. I like Lapras. The Mega got one tapped in the anime. Well, the anime is kind of different, but you know Pikachu in the anime is like busted. He's basically Super Saiyan. Uh, Lapras is adorable, honestly. I really like Lapras, and I like how in most games like you can ride it and like you can actually see like its head above the water and stuff. I think it's really cute, and its shiny is like really cool. It's like pink. But I think it's high B. I wonder if Gyarados tastes better than Magikarp. Good question. Let's do a tier list. Which Pokemon do you think tastes good? Oh, that'll be a good video. Just go through the whole Pokedex and see what might be tasty. Um, I think Lapras is like right here. Ditto's just a blob, honestly. D tier. Eevee, actually the whole Eevee line is like really good. Pikachu is not S tier, bro. Only in the anime. Anime Pikachu is S tier, but base Pikachu is solid A. Eevee, very edible. No, from very edible to you can't even bite into this thing, you know? Eevee is definitely like it's pretty simple though. But he's a friend. He's friend shaped, you know? So I'm gonna put Eevee in like B, but like right here. Eevee is friend shaped, you know? Vaporeon, we're not even gonna search up Vaporeon because if you search up Vaporeon, or if I search up Vaporeon, my channel gets banned. But it's design B tier. Flareon, it's like also B tier, but high B tier. Because I like fire, you know? But Jolteon, I always liked Jolteon. I think that was the best evolution out of the three, out of the original three. I just like how spiky it is. I like the electric type. It's it's definitely like I think it's higher than. I'll put it right here. Yeah, right there. Porygon. I don't really care about Porygon. Uh-oh. I think Vaporeon's S tier. I think you're wrong. um, Porygon is definitely. I mean, I like the concept. It's like digital, and then it evolves more smoothly based off the disc that you give it. But the design alone, I think it's D. I think it's like right here. Oh, the fossils, dude. Yo, whoever is calling me on Discord, like I'm streaming. Ammonite and Almastar. I think Almastar's cursed, but praise Helix. Praise Helix, am I right? Uh, I think it's cute. I think it's a solid A tier, but low A tier. God. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, back to streaming. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, Ammonite is A tier. Praise Helix. Almost Star is B tier. Oathkeeper's trying to add the Discord VC to the stream somehow. Yeah, I know. I'm not doing that right now because I'm just trying to get through this. I don't have time to honestly like voice chat right now. Maybe later we can voice chat, but not right now, man. Uh, I think it's low B. Eh, is it better than all these other things? I think it's low C actually. Kabuto and Kabutops are definitely like A tier Pokemon, honestly. I really like them. Um, Aerodactyl. I never really liked Aerodactyl. B tier, B tier, B tier. I'm surprised at how good they are for real. Nah, Kabuto and Kabutops are like top tier like Pokemon, and like their stats aren't that bad, honestly. I mean, their typings are but you know, we'll make do with them. You know, Snorlax is adorable. I would hug it. Um, I think it's A tier. It's a solid design. It's pretty simple, but it is friend shaped. It is friend shaped. I think it's right here. It is friend shaped. You know, I feel like all these Pokemon in A or S are friend shaped. You know what I mean? Besides maybe like Victory Bell, but I'll probably just water it. You know, because it's a plant. But all of them are friend shaped. You know. Arctic. Oh, now we're in the legendary section. Actually, no, no, no. Let's do the pseudo legends. Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, A tiers, bro. A tiers, S tiers. Can I pet that dog? Exactly. Can I pet that dog? Well, actually, it's A or S. Actually, no, no. This whole line is S tier. This whole line is S tier. Like, and I hate how people hate on Dragonite, but Dragonite is friend shaped, and I love it. I think I love Dragonair because it's so regal and so pretty. I love the wings on its head. Dratini is just flipping adorable. And then Dragonite he could be aggressive when he wants to, but he's friend shaped. He will give you hug. Now on to the legendary birds. Uh I think Zapdos was so annoying to catch, let me tell you. Um, like he's always annoying to catch. I feel like out of the three legendary birds, they are the most, or Zapdos is the most annoying one to catch. Like he never wants to be in the ball, you know. But Zapdos, it's based off a Thunderbird. He's gigantic. He summons storm clouds. I think he's solid A tier. Articuno is beautiful. Um, I like the tail. I like the blue color. Um, all three are friend shaped, even if they bite my head off. All the legendary birds, nah, 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 nah. Articuno's B, and then Moltres is like I don't know. I think yeah, Articuno is like high B. It's like high B. It's beautiful, or maybe high, or maybe like low A. Honestly, no, 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 no. I, I'm thinking about it. I would want this like flying around my house. That'd be so cool. With Moltres, it depends on what angle you see it from. I just think it looks like a rubber chicken, but you heat it up a little bit. So I think it's like I think it's high C. It's just not as good as the other two. And then the final two, bro. Mewtwo and Mew. I think both of them are high A. I think they're high A. Um yeah, I think they're high A. Boop. And then Mew, I like Mew though. I think Mew is adorable. It's like on the edge of S tier. Hello, monkeys. Yo, exactly, exactly. Mewtwo just dead ass looks like Frieza. Um, like Mewtwo is A because it's a really cool design, but Mew is just friend shaped. So I'm debating if it should be S tier. because it's a little pink cat that floats and has psychic abilities, and it's uber powerful. Like what the heck? Um, and it's shiny so good. It's blue. I think you think Mew's S tier. Oh, it is friend shaped though. That I like how that's my one thing. It has to be friend shaped. S tier. It looks friend shaped. It looks like it needs a hug. S tier. um, you know what? Mew is S tier. Mew is S tier. All right, that is my list. Will I go back? Can I go back and see? Like, is there anything that I would change? Um, look at the paws. Then paw beans need to be petted. Oh man, you're right. Especially in the movie when it floats around and it's just mewing all around. It's so cute. Um, but would I change anything? Mm, hmm. I don't know. I think it looks all right. I think this tier list is pretty good. So in S tier, we have Gengar, Jolteon, Dragonite, my boy Bulba, Dratini, Dragonair, Haunter, Ghastly, Mew, and Metapod. Meow's evolution should be lower. Where is it? Hmm. It's just a cougar. You can find one at Applebee's, bro. That's crazy. Um, I think they both should be lower, honestly. I think honestly, I think Persian is it's very low. You're right. It's just a cat. It's just a mountain lion with a gem on it. It's like it bedazzled itself. But Meowth, it's just iconic, bro. Like you can't hit on Meowth. But it's a pretty middle of the road Pokemon though. It's just a cat with a gem or with a coin on it. Um, but it got to be low C. It's low C though for Meowth. Mm, yeah, I think it's my tier list. All right, I'm gonna redo this. All right, for S tier, it's a unique looking cat at least. Yeah. For S tier, it's Gengar, Jolteon, Dragonite, Bulbasaur, Dratini, Dragonair, Haunter, Ghastly, Mew, and Metapod. For A tier, Charizard, Mewtwo, Ivysaur, Blastoise, Zapdos, Articuno, Snorlax, Kabutops, Gyarados, Ninetales, Nidoking, Pikachu, Hitmonlee, Oddish, Growlithe and Arcanine, Abra, Victreebel, Rapidash, Cloyster, Cubone, Seadra, Ammonite, and Kabuto. For B tier, Venusaur, Eevee, Flareon, Squirtle, Electabuzz, Lapras, Marowak, Pidgeotto. Ooh, I'm blanking on names now. Scyther, Beedrill, Rhydon, Rhyhorn, Kingler, Charmeleon, Charmander, Raichu, Sandslash, Pidgeot, Nidorino, um, fuck, Nidorino, Primeape, Psyduck, blanking, Kadabra, Alakazam, Slowbro, Choke, Slowpoke, Onyx, Tangela, Horsey, Magmar, Magikarp. Maybe I should put Magikarp lower. Right there. Magikarp, Vaporeon, and Aerodactyl. For C tier, Moltres, Machamp, Hitmonchan, Magneton, Arbok, Squirtle, Vulpix, Ponyta, Tentacruel, Nidoran, Male, Poliwag, Butterfree, Venonat, Caterpie, Kakuna, Sandshrew, Vileplume, Golduck, Poliwhirl, Machop, Executor, Bellsprout, Magnemite, Tentacool, Shelter, Drowsy, Omastar, Execute, Meowth. For D tier, Kangaskhan, Muck, Golem, Ekans, Tauros, Dodrio, Pinsir, Spearow, Pidgey, Weedle, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Clefairy, Clefable, Zubat, Gloom, Paris and Parasect, Diglett and Dugtrio, Mankey, Poliwrath, Weeping Bell, Geodude, Farfetch'd, Doduo, Seal, Muck, Krabby, Electrode and Voltorb, Lickitung, Coughing and Wheezing, Chansey, Seaking, Persian, Starmie and Staryu, Porygon, and Ditto. And then for F tier, the bottom of the barrel, the trash can is no longer empty. The the stuff that you find in the back of your fridge, F tier, Jinx, Mr. Mime, Rattata, Raticate, Fearow, Nidoran, Female, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Golbat, Venomoth, Graveler, Dugong, Hypno, and Goldeen. And that's my tier list, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna call the stream. I hope everyone enjoyed my tier list. Actually, let me show the whole tier list again. Boop, there you go. And yeah, yeah. If anyone is new and watching, be sure to subscribe. There'll be more content like this. And thank you for everyone that did join and commented in the live chat. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you guys. And possibly later I'll do another live stream. Probably another tier list. Honestly, this is kind of fun. But yeah, I gotta go, guys. Peace.